Hello, this is Purple Rosa, and I'm continuing on in Elsweyr. I've come back to Riverhold to do the quests in this town here before we move on to the Defence Force outpost and continuing the main quest. So there's one quest here which we will get started.
A crowded marketplace, a chance meeting, unexpected, unannounced, and perhaps just the thing this one needs to solve a most curious investigation. Music Thunderboots, at your service.
Music Thunderboots, I like that name. Greetings, you mentioned an investigation.
An abduction, to be precise. No ransom, no demands, no obvious suspects or motives. Just a heartbroken father and a missing young lady. But that is why Music was hired, yes? He steps in when all other justice fails.
So you've been hired to find someone?
Correct. This one searches for Cynthia, daughter of ESO. However, Music's inquiries have led to nothing but dead ends. And with the young lady's safety on the line, the sooner this investigation is solved, the better.
I can help you with your investigation.
A chance meeting turned fated partnership. Fortuitous for this one, yes? You should speak to ESO first, see if he has any new information for us. His house is just south of the marketplace. Can't miss it.
So he's like a private investigator. I like his hat. Tell me about being an investigator.
Music Thunderboots is a Khajiit of action. He does not wish to merely boast of his prowess. This one aims to prove such skill. Just as soon as we have a little more to go on, of course.
With his last name being Thunderboots, it kind of reminds me of Puss in Boots from Shrek. You seem pretty confident. Why do you need my assistance?
This one will confess, while Music is confident in his skills of investigation, he struggles with the more alarming situations his line of work often entails. Such as when large people threaten him with very sharp daggers.
Someone threatened you?
Not this investigation, thank the moons. Well, not yet. That is where your expertise comes along, yes? Your bravery. This one's cunning and a few good leads are all we need to solve this mystery.
Fair enough. I was curious about your rather interesting name. Ah, yes.
It is a good name, no? Music Thunderboots. When scoundrels hear the footsteps of his boots, they will quake in fear.
It's a good name. I like it. Doesn't seem like the best quality for an investigator to have.
Oh, well, perhaps you are right. Not very subtle, is it?
Ah, but I still like it. I want to know more about our client ESO.
He is a humble Khajiit of moderate wealth. Seems to keep to himself. No enemies, no debts. No reason why he would be targeted. Yet just a few days ago, his daughter, Cynthia, was taken in the dead of night.
And you mentioned there's been no ransom.
Most strange, no? If Music did not know better, he would say that it was an intimidation tactic. Perhaps even an act of revenge against ESO. But who would wish this cruelty against such a kind Khajiit?
Maybe she wanted to leave? And the town guards have been no help.
They outright dismissed ESO's claim, believing that the young lady has merely run away. A most vexing call, truth be told. From all that ESO has told this one, Cynthia is a most sweet Khajiit, not one to make her father worry.
Huh. Interesting. So, the house is just over here. I bet you she ran away. Oh, there's a cat. Sugar paws. So this is Ishu's house. Weird how you have to climb a ladder to get in here. Oh, there's more cats. Indago. Medwick. Oh, Parsnip. Snowfall. Mistha. Jeez, how many cats do you have? Tack Tack. Oh, and Vozzy. That's a lot of cats. Oh, we can still loot these without stealing. So this is Ishu.
Are you here about this one, Cynthia? Has she been found?
Not yet, but I've been hired to help. I'm working with Investigator Thunderboots to find your daughter. Any detail you could share would be of help.
Yes, of course. Cynthia was taken in the dead of night. This one has received no ransom, yet he fears the worst. She is a very beautiful Jakajit, you see. Ishu believes that the captors may mean to sell her.
Does she have any identifying features?
Cynthia has a long, glossy coat, soft as the richest of silks. Her eyes are bright yellow, like the honeyed moons. And she always wears a gold necklace.
And there's no one you suspect, or perhaps someone who may have seen what happened?
No suspects, no, but someone who may have spotted something? There is a wood elf who tends to stay up well into the night, always singing and dancing, that one. If anyone saw something unusual the night Cynthia was taken, it might be her.
Alright, I'll try talking to this singing wood elf.
The wood elf's name is Mel? Yes, that's it. Mel the Musical, she always calls herself. You can usually find her toward the north end of town near the Sand Gardens. Ishu will pray for your swift success.
I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
To help find this one's darling Cynthia, Ishu will answer any question you ask.
Tell me more about this singing wood elf.
Mel arrived in Riverhold a few seasons ago. Makes a living begging for gold as she sings and dances. She has woken up Ishu more than once banging that drum of hers. Still, we chat occasionally. She is kind, if not a bit eccentric.
A bit eccentric? I bet she dances naked at night.
Mel does not have a home in the traditional sense, so you will often find her sleeping in the stables and bathing in the public fountains. But who is Ishu to judge, eh? We all have our oddities.
Tell me more about Cynthia.
Cynthia is a willful child. A tad spoiled, this one admits. Ishu dotes on her. The town guard, they do not understand. They say, oh, perhaps she has wandered off. They say, perhaps she is lost. Such foolishness. How can they be so uncaring?
Sounds like you're just overprotective father. Don't worry, Mizak, and I won't give up.
Thank you, thank you. May bright moons light your path. Ishu will prepare a feast for Cynthia's return, yes? Perhaps some fish. Ah, yes, fish is her favorite. This one can already hear her contented purrs.
I think she ran away. He just seems overly protective. Oh! Because of all those cats he had, I bet it's a cat. That's my guess. So yeah, what's this place over here? House of Histories. Check that out after this quest, because there is a quest there. So I'm gonna search for Mel the musician. So where would she be?
Well, what do you know? A customer.
Ooh, he's training.
Pinuma once lived in Star Haven, a beautiful adeptorium with many wonderful adepts. But a dragon came and attacked our home, leaving much to rebuild and no comfort to be found.
Why have you come to Riverhold?
There was nothing left for this one in Star Haven. His quarters were destroyed along with all of his possessions. Pinuma has nothing to his name but his faith. Still, he could have stayed to help rebuild, that is true.
Why didn't you help rebuild?
Too many sad memories. This one could not bear to stay, not after so much of his home was destroyed and so many of his friends were lost. Still, he will do what he can to help those in Riverhold.
Yeah, hearing the screams of your friends and family dying to dragonfire would not be a good sight. So, so he's from some place called, I can't remember what it was, but we'll continue this quest. And yeah, she is bathing in this fountain.
Salutations. Mel the Musical at your service. Are you here for a performance?
No. I'm actually investigating the abduction of Ishu's daughter.
Ishu? The Khajiit with all the cats? That old coot is sweet as honey jagger, but a bit off if you ask me. Shame about his daughter, though. No one should have to go through that.
Do you know anything that might help the investigation?
If you're looking for trouble, Tajiri's your girl. I've seen her with all sorts of indecent folk lately. Always shifty eyes on those ones, I tell you. She tends to spend a lot of time behind the stables lately, if you catch my drift.
I think I do. I'll head to the stables then.
Very good then. And hey, if you're looking for some entertainment for your next soiree, make sure to seek me out. You won't regret it.
Tell me more about Tajiri.
She's a gambler with a lot of friends in a lot of places. And you know, who am I to judge? Business is business after all. But as of late, she just seems to be getting more and more suspicious. In fact, there's been a lot of that in Riverhold.
A lot of what?
Suspicious activity. People who I ain't ever seen before, going about town at all hours. I mean, I may stay up well past most people's bedtime, but I'm a musician, comes with the territory. And these new folks aren't bards, that's for sure.
Plot thickens. So what's this main building here? I'm interested to see what it is. Oh, I can't even get in there. Oh, there's a good view of the town from here. Pretty. But yeah, it's a shame you can't get in there. So, gotta look behind the stables. Oh. Who's this?
Pinuma once lived in Star Haven.
Oh, he's the one I talked to before. So can I get in this house? I can't. Oh, Tajiri. Okay. So let's go find Tajiri behind the stables. We might have to break into her house. The stables were over here. So what's this building here? Kahazab Hall. Let's check this out. Oh, that's where we met Ablusan. Okay. I'm just being curious. So the stables are over here. Ooh, a note. Seems our old badger friend is napping again. Maybe we should pay him a visit. The trip could prove sweeter than you'd think. Tea. That's gotta be Tajiri.
Saw you heading this way. Find anything of interest?
I did.
Oh, the stables, Developed a sudden interest in horsemanship, Walker?
I found this hidden note. I suspect the gambler Tajiri wrote it.
Oh, looks to be a code. A napping badger, eh? Sounds familiar. Ah, yes. The sleeping badger is a rock formation just south of Riverhold. But this bit about the sweet trip, that music doesn't understand.
Scuba, maybe? Could be worth investigating this rock formation at the very least.
Music will mark it on your map, Walker. Feel free to lead the way. And perhaps this is a good time to mention that this one is not so skilled in violent situations, should trouble find us. But that is where your expertise comes in handy, yes?
What kind of investigator are you? Got it. Let's head to the Sleeping Badger Rock Formation. So, where is this Sleeping Badger? Over that way. Okay, but before we continue there, I just want to check out the tavern. Oh, what's up here? Ah, some more of the town. It's a nice little courtyard area. So yeah, I like entering taverns because you can really soak up the area. That's a really cool instrument.
On wheels we go. Hey, hey, Bandari boy, where the wild winds blow. Hey, hey, Bandari.
That's really cool. I like how they add new singers and bards in each chapter. Really helps you get a feel for the place and the different culture. Oh, there's a book over here. The Frostfall Coop.
We can teach the steps will be your guiding star. Hey, hey, Bandari boy, keep close and we'll go far.
So yeah, this is really interesting. You can loot these without stealing. So with other players here, it looks like we might come in here for the quest. So we'll continue to this Sleeping Badger. Because I think we're onto a deeper plot that is going on in this town. So yeah, this Riverhold has a lot of interesting people, and from what we learned from the Wood Elf, she said suspicious things have been going on in the town. So here's... is that the Sleeping Badger rock? It's a big rock formation. So I've got to investigate the camp. It's a crate.
Skooma. These vagrants must be smugglers.
I knew it! It's always Skooma.
Music needs to stop doing that.
Don't be a coward.
That necklace must belong to Cynthia. Come, let us speak away from this place.
Her father did say she was wearing a gold necklace. Where are you leading me? Okay.
A missing daughter, a hidden note, and now a band of skooma smugglers. This investigation becomes messier with every step we take.
I agree. What would smugglers want with Issue?
This one is unsure, though it is possible Issue may be hiding something. Still, our priority should be to investigate the gambler who wrote that note. Tajiri was her name, yes? That does ring a bell or two.
Where should we search?
If Tajiri is a gambler, it is likely we can find her at the local tavern. Mizik will head there at once and see what he can dig up. Meet this one at the Banished Regrets Inn.
Alright, I'll meet you there. Huh. So back to the town and the inn. Looks like someone was camping outside of town here. So back to the inn. Yeah, it's a shame we can't enter that building because it does look really cool. So I gotta enter the inn. Banished Regrets Inn.
You and I need to speak now.
Okay. Rediza.
I must admit, you and Thunderboots make quite a charming pair. And watching you both play at being investigator, why, it's been sleek entertainment, truly. But now you tread upon sands that are best left undisturbed.
You threatening me?
Take it as a friendly warning. I hear that you seek Issue's daughter, yes? I find that very funny. After all, everyone in Riverhold knows that she left town many years ago.
What? Years? Issue said it was only a few days past.
Then Issue has become senile in his old age. I speak truthfully. He had one daughter and she is gone. Has been gone for many years. Tell this to your partner and drop your investigation. Now.
Huh. I'll tell Mizik what you said. This just gets weirder and weirder. What is going on? Now I want to find out. So, I think he's upstairs. So what is going on?
Bright moons look over us today, Walker. Tajiri has just settled down for a round of gambling. While Mizik distracts her, you can sneak into her home and search for another clue. It's just a bit north of the tavern.
Before we do that, a stranger spoke to me. She said Issue's daughter left town years ago.
Forgive this one if he's skeptical. Even if this stranger spoke truly, why then would Issue hire Mizik? Why would Tajiri have written that note? Why would we find a gold necklace in the smuggler's camp?
I'm not sure. She also wants us to stop investigating.
Then perhaps this stranger simply wishes to confuse us. Throw us off the scent. Besides, we cannot stop now. Not when an innocent young lady may still be at risk. Let us investigate Tajiri before she retires for the night.
Okay, I'll head to Tajiri's home and search for clues. This just gets weirder and weirder. But I'm curious to find out what is really going on. If she did leave
Why,
town...
hello, sweet meat. Care to play a game with old Tajiri?
Of course. Though this one will admit he is not very skillful.
So that's Tajiri.
Looks like something a bit sweeter has come along. Why don't you get moving?
Fine. So yeah. Curious to see how this ends now. We're being led astray. Well, that stranger could be Ishu's daughter? We will see. We'll be stealthy.
Is that you? We need more groceries for the house. There's bare...
So, I'll need my stealth skill for this. Hold on. Here we go. Just so I don't get caught. Be stealthy. I could kill her, but I don't want to. So what am I looking for? Clues. So there's no one upstairs here. Ah, here we go. Tajiri's journal. Riverhold was supposed to be Tajiri's fresh start. No more drinking, no more gambling, and no more smuggling. A breath of fresh air after all the rot she left behind is essential. A chance to finally be free of it all, and then Mother moved in with her. Mother with her incessant whining, constant complaining, cutting insults. Is Tajiri really going to wear that today? Is Tajiri sure that she wants another sugar claw? So first a bit of drinking to help ease Tajiri's annoyance, and then a bit of gambling just to get out of the house. Which of course led to quite a bit of debt, which led to even more drinking, even more gambling, and even more debt. And now back to smuggling because Tajiri has debts to pay and a house to keep. Lucky for this one that Rideza showed up in town. Just as Tajiri was getting desperate, or perhaps it has nothing to do with luck, perhaps Rideza somehow knew. Rideza was that stranger we met that said Ishu's daughter left town years ago. Just a few jobs, that's it. Help Rideza squeeze all the gold she can get out of Riverhold, and then Tajiri won't have to worry about her debts anymore. Huh. So Rideza was lying. Ooh, a hidden panel. Tajiri, blue serpent slithers next to the woods. 4-pointed paint shows the goods. They do not glitter but mark the way. They're prepared to leave town today. Ah. Huh. So I gotta talk to Mizik. So we didn't get caught there. Don't have to stealth anymore.
Psst, over here. This one hopes you have found something of interest, Walker. Mizik cannot afford to keep Tajiri distracted any longer. And he means that most literally.
I found another note. This one has a poem written on it.
Blue serpents? 4-pointed paint? If Mizik had to guess, this poem describes drop-off locations for illicit goods. Smugglers often hide them in plain sight. First a sleeping badger, Now a blue serpent. Must represent another landmark.
Perhaps the nearby river is the Blue Serpent.
That's it. The river is often busy with trade. A perfect place to smuggle goods. Let us search along the river and see if we find any barrels or crates with markings. Hopefully we'll find something that will lead us to Xynthia.
Alright, let's start searching along the river.
Misik will admit this case is heading in a rather unexpected direction, which is a bit worrisome if he's being honest.
Why would smugglers target Issue?
It is strange, isn't it? With an operation as intricate as this, it seems odd that these smugglers would target a Khajiit of such limited wealth.
Perhaps we should speak to Issue again?
This one agrees, but let us first check these smuggler caches. The note said that the goods were leaving town today, yes? That could include Xynthia.
It could. Xynthia is Issue's daughter, which we're looking for. So yeah, with this investigation getting weirder and weirder, I'm not sure how much longer it will take for me to do this quest. So I'm going to end this one here and we will continue this Riverhold quest in the next one. I will see you around. Thanks for watching.